Yo, I just learned something. I gotta share it with you. You know how I am when I learn something. I have to immediately share it with you, with my people, with my family. So, check this out. A question that's been on my mind, because I get a lot of emails from a lot of different artists and a lot of different producers, but mainly I'm focusing on artists right now. I get a lot of emails from a lot of different artists every day talking about, different problems that they're having. And, the common root that I always find is a lot of people really don't tap into the potential that they have. I mean, they don't believe that they can do anything. So I know in the background you see this weird square thing with words in it, but I'm gonna explain that to you in a second. This is gonna make so much sense to you, and this is powerful stuff here. So, I mean, if you're not serious about your career, turn this video off because it's not gonna help you anyway. This is for you. If you are serious, if you want to get to the next level of your career, this video is powerful and it will change your life because it actually changed my life. And there's still things that I want to do, so I always study every day and learn new things every day. So here it goes. A lot of people are not getting the results that they want. And if you look down here at this chart here, what happens is like what well let me ask you a question first. What happens if you don't believe that you can do something? Now, if you half-ass, excuse my language, but if you half-ass believe that you can do something, then you're not going to tap into your greatest potential. Which means that now you already don't believe it and you're already not tapping into your greatest potential, then you don't take any action. You don't buy beats, you don't go and write songs, you don't do anything to advance your career, and let alone study, learn something new every day. And then if you're not taking massive action, you're not getting the results. And if you're not getting the results, then you don't believe it. And that goes right back into your belief, which means you take less potential, which means less action, which means less results. And it's just a cycle that keeps going over and over and over. Now, in order to achieve your highest potential, you have to feed your brain something every day. You have to feed your brain something every day. It's just like school. I mean, there was a point in time when you didn't know math. There was a point in time when you didn't know how to add. So someone had to teach you how to add. Most likely you had to do it every day. There was a certain time in your life when you didn't know how to read. So you had to practice reading and you had to, do that, and then you got to the next level of your reading. Now, this is going to go past a lot of people's heads. This is going to go past a lot of people's heads because a lot of people, I already hear you. I already hear what you're saying. Man, this is a bunch of bull, man. So you mean to tell me all I got to do is just believe that I can do something and then listen to me, hear me. Okay, when you believe something without a shadow of a doubt, you tap into your greatest potential. Now, when you tap into your greatest potential, you take massive action. And from that massive action, you get results. And when you get the results that you want, you start believing more. And when you start believing more, you tap into more potential. And then that which produces more action, which produces more results. Now, first, there's two reasons or two ways that you can do this. You've heard someone say you have to know why you want to do what you're doing. I mean, if you are a rapper and you're working a job and only thing you want to do is live off music, why do you want to live off music? Would it be to, just be financially free to be able to do what you want, spend more time with your family? You have to have a big enough reason why, because if you don't have a big enough reason why, then you're not going to do anything anyway. You're going to keep doing things the way you do them, and you're going to sit back one day and wonder why you didn't get everything that you went after in your life. So, now that's the first way. The second way is to visualize what you want, see it. See it every day, and feed your brain something, whether it's listening to an audio, a positive motivation audio, or whether it's reading something. Learn something new every day, because you have to do something to keep your mind on following through. You have to do something every day in order to keep your mind on following through. The day that you slip off and say, well, I don't need to do that today, that's fine. Then your career is, now you're back wondering what else you're gonna do. Now there's a perfect example for this. I heard an example from my mentors, and he was talking about a basketball team, and they had problems with some people shooting free throws. So what they did was they separated the team into two groups. The first group was supposed to go to the free throw line and practice their free throw shots all day. Now the second half of the group were to go to the inside of a classroom and sit and just visualize themselves making a free throw all day. Now, as crazy as that sounds, which group do you think had the better free throw percentage after? Now, if you guessed the people that saw it, that visualized themselves, you're absolutely right. Because it wasn't like people tried to take massive action. Like an artist wants to be a successful rapper. So he's in the studio, he writing songs, he doing this, he going to seminars, he's doing this and he's doing this and doing this. And then, if you're not getting no results, then you stop believing. And when you stop believing, you stop tapping into that potential. And then you take less action. So the people that's successful in this world, they get results. Where? In their mind first. Just like the example I just showed you with the free throws, those people saw themselves dribbling the ball. They saw themselves actually making the free throw. Now, as crazy as that sounds, as non-related as that is, it makes perfect sense if you think about it. Because if you sit down, right now, put this in your brain. Let's say tomorrow you wrote a hit song. You sent it to a label. They want to sign you instantly. You sold 1 million copies in one day. If you got that result, what would that do to your belief? All of a sudden, you would believe that, damn, I can do anything that I want to do. I've done that, right? So then all of a sudden, you're cracking into all this potential. You're digging into deep because now you see and you've proved to yourself that this will happen or it's happened. Then what happens from the potential is you take massive action. And after you take massive action, now you're outperforming. You're out doing signing bonuses, or not signing bonuses, but fan appearances and interviews and all of this kind of stuff. And this is all why it came from the results that you have in your mind first. So if you were to learn anything from this video, learn that it's very, 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 very important. Two things. To first of all, know why you want to do something. Why, and what's your motive? Why do you want, a lot of people say, I want to be rich. A lot of people say, I want to make a lot of money. Well, why do you want to make a lot of money? What will you do? What will the money do for you? Because I guarantee you, if someone says, I want $1 million, you get that $1 million, spend it in a year, and then what are you going to think and say to yourself, I want another $1 million? So I guess what I'm trying to, well, not even, I guess what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is make sure that you have a strong enough reason why. Second, make sure that you are getting results in your mind. See these results in your mind. Play them out in your mind first. Once you play them out in your mind, what's going to happen is you're going to start believing. And once you start believing, you're going to tap into that potential. And once you tap into that potential, you're going to take massive action. And while you're taking massive action, those results will come. Before you know it, you'll have 1 million fans. Or you'll have 1 million records sold. Or you'll be living off your music. So hopefully you learned something from this video. Take it and run with it. I was excited when I learned this. And like I said, I want to pass it on to you. Take it and, learn and make sure that every day you are feeding your brain something. You need to, one thing I do a lot is I listen to a lot of audios. And, I read books. But the point is I just make sure that I feed my mind every day, positive motivation stuff, so I follow through with everything that I want to do. Because it's so easy to get sidetracked with World Star Hip Hop, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff that really don't really mean nothing. It's just stuff that we do. You get caught up and you just get caught up. Before you know it, 3 hours is gone and you haven't put no time into your business. So go ahead, do that. If you haven't already, got 3 free beats from kfbeats.com. Go and do that right now. Go to kfbeats.com. Get your 3 free bangers right now. And I'll see you on the other side. Peace.